Yeah.
Oh my God.
I need to get some fashion tips from you, Sal.
I can give him to you.
All blinked out. Wow. All right, let's get started with this press conference. For today's Duck Commander 500, we have 7 members of the Robertson family in honorary positions. We have 4 of them with us today. Jace will do the top 10 driver intros. Sadie will do the invocation, national anthem by Missy. Uncle Si, styling he will do the command today. Jeff will ride shotgun in one of the pace cars. Phil will do the green flag. Willie and Korie will do the trophy presentation to the winner in Victory Lane. Thanks for joining us. I guess we'll start with Willie and Korie. Just tell us how this business venture has gone thus far. I know the weather's not cooperating with us, but undertaking a title sponsorship for a NASCAR Sprint Cup race.
Well, the problem is when you put Duck Commander on something, it starts turning into duck hunting weather. So I think those two go hand in hand. Got a little chilly in the rain, but no, it's fine. This has been incredible. We were proud to put our brand, especially over here in this area. It's been a great area for us. It's close to home, and our brand says more than just duck hunting. It says family and being positive, and a lot of things that we see in NASCAR as well. It's a family sport, and we're tickled to have our brand associated with it.
When we were driving up, we got a big party bus for the whole family because, we travel in packs. So we're driving up, and Phil goes, "The things Willie gets us into." And we see the big Duck Commander logo, and I think he's pretty proud. He has not seen the whole track yet, so we're saving that. I didn't show him a picture or anything, so he can see it and be surprised by it. I think he'll be pretty proud.
Willie, how many family members are here and relatives?
Oh my goodness, most of them.
Dozens.
Yeah, we've got,
At least
I don't know, probably 30 or 40, yeah. 30 or 40.
All the kids are here, everybody's here.
And some extras. Some bearded people may have slipped in there, claiming they were kin.
Jeff, you're going to be in the pace car. Have you been around the track yet?
Yeah, I have. And probably the scariest moment of my life was when Clint Boyer took me around in the pace car, and I think he had that thing redlined. And he was laughing because I was almost crying. So hopefully we won't be going that fast today.
Are you looking forward to having the 43 car field behind you, all that horsepower, the excitement of the crowd, and just a very unique experience?
I can't wait, man. I think I got the coolest gig out of this whole deal. So.
Are you doing anything?
I'm running the pace car.
Oh, okay. Suits you well.
And we have Elvis to our far right.
Oh, boy.
Hey, I tried to talk them, let me to drive a Duck Commander car, but they won't do it.
Did you talk to Eddie Gossage? He'll make it happen.
I told him, I'll win this thing if you let me drive it.
We told him if he could figure out how to open the door, he could drive it.
Hey, look, you know my motto, you crank it, I drive it.
Uncle Si will do the command as we mentioned earlier. Do you have something unique for us for that command, or are you going to keep it secret?
Well, if y'all let me, yes I do.
All right.
I'm going to keep it very simple, 3 simple steps. Okay, number 1 is, okay, drivers to your car. Number 2 is, all right, you knuckleheads, get in them. All right, number 3, gentlemen, start your engines!
I like it. And with that, we'll open for questions. In front of him.
Uncle Si, in the Duck Commander family book that Willie and Korie wrote, they said you were a little hesitant to be a part of the show. Do you look back on that now and kind of laugh at being hesitant to be the breakout star of the program?
No, that's the funniest thing, okay? Look, I was supposed to be kind of like a occasional walk-on, okay? And Willie kept telling A&E, hey, no, look, y'all don't need to make these big decisions. You hadn't even met him. Okay, wait till you meet him and then make the decision. Look, I found out like 3 months later, my wife said, did you know what happened? And I said, what are you talking about? About the show and why you're the star? And I said, no, what happened? She said, look, they took them pilot series and they gave them to like 50 people. That's what all these people do. Okay, they sit in and they watch things and they either give them this or this, you know. And she said, well, the 50 people watched the pilot series and they all was in agreement, okay? that crazy looking one wearing glasses is gonna be the star of the show. You know, and I said, where did you hear this? I said, did you make this up? I said, I thought I was the storyteller in the family. Did you make this junk up? She said, look, that's what I heard.
Can you talk about your iced tea?
Well, we have people come up all the time talking, look, hey, I got a bright idea for you. I said, what is it? He said, man, you ought to get a tea deal. And I said, well, trust me, you know, Willie and Korie are working on that as we speak. You know, so it took about, what, 2 years? Mm-hmm. About 2 years before this come to fruition.
We had to get it right.
Well, look, the reason I say that, I've got one, hey, I haven't drank it yet, okay, it's peach flavored.
Fruitation.
Fruitation.
It's fruitation.
I think we just found the new flavor.
Si always makes sense in his own
Hey,
mind.
look,
He's-
hey, if you want the English part, yeah, you gotta talk to Phil, he's the English major.
We really did. We took a lot of time on this because we knew we wanted it to be good and we wanted it to be right. And the Robertson family, Si is obviously the most notable tea drinker in the family. He carries a jug with him everywhere he goes and drinks tea all day. How much tea do you drink a day, Si?
I drank 2 gallons. Look, I keep telling these people, okay, I'm like a fine-tuned race car. Okay, you go out there and run 50 laps, and hey, just like a race car, okay, you gotta put in for a pit stop every once in a while.
Hey, let's talk about your race suit for a second. How was that inspired? And obviously you didn't have anybody help you do it.
That, you would have to ask the lady there that made this, okay, you'd have to ask her. Okay, I was told, okay, you know, it's Wednesday night, I'm fixing to go to church, you know, and they say, hey, look, after church, you need to stop by over there and try on your costume. Well, I walk in, and as soon as I walk in, I see this thing, and I start busting out laughing and shaking my head. And she said, oh, I ain't even got it, you know, this is just a start of it, okay? You know, I've got to finish it. You know, I've got to put this on it, ducks on it, names on it, you know. So this is the final product.
You gotta give us a model. You gotta
Yeah,
stand
can you get up
give
and stand
us
for
a-
us?
Give us a model.
As soon as he put it on, he started dancing. There you go.
Cy Hogan.
Willie, we mentioned the iced tea. It's part of the unique sponsorship for the Duck Commander 500 with 2 other sponsors. Do you want to explain the unique sponsorship and how it came about with the other sponsors as well?
Yeah, we were able to team up. Obviously, we wanted to launch the tea here. This was a great place to launch it and a good place. And also Clayton Holmes, who we've been with for a while, and then also Linex liners as well with the new Commander Series trucks. So that's kind of stuff that we're into. And yeah, it was great to be able to put this together with these partners, and it's been going great. And we've had a lot of great response from that as well. And Linex trucks, I think parked right outside, and it looks really good. And we've been over in the Clayton Homes as well, hanging out in there.
It's been our home away from home
Yeah,
equipment here. And it even has a little dog washing station. We love it. It's so cute. It really looks great. We're really proud to partner with the sponsors that we've partnered with here at the race.
Si's the only guy I know that tore his house down and put a Clayton home where his house was.
Well,
That's a true story.
I've got 2 of them, okay? And I've enjoyed both of them. I lived in the first one while they was putting the second one up.
That's big time in there.
Next question.
Yeah, have you seen that women around America can relate to you and having husbands that are into the whole outdoors and growing their beards out? I mean, what is your response been as a wife?
Yeah, I think so. I think that people ask us, you know, what do you do during hunting season? And we go shopping, sleep in, and all that. People ask us about how we control our husbands, and we say we don't. There's no way. I was like, I'm not his mama. He's got a mama. So, yeah, you see a lot of their shenanigans on the show, and I can tell you being a Robertson wife is never boring. They keep it interesting.
He's just embarrassed he doesn't have a beard. So.
That is true. Beer envy.
Next question in front.
The season finale was so touching with Mia. Can you give us an update on Mia, how she's doing? Is there any chance she may have to go back to the hospital or anything?
Mia's here,
Yeah, she's here. She's doing great. She's been cleared of, was not able to eat solid foods for 2 months. And, but she did so good and she's totally healed. The doctor said everything went perfectly. And she's here running around just like she always was.
We had a party for her.
Yeah.
And she ate 27 chicken nuggets, I think.
And I gotta ask, because of course I'm a wrestling aficionado anyway, so to have Hacksaw Jim Duggan show up in Louisiana, where he got his start with Mid-South Wrestling, how cool was that to have that on?
That was cool as crap right there now.
That was awesome.
That kicked that show up. Yeah, he still got it too. I wouldn't mess with him.
Next question.
You feel like that your dad built duck calls and it took a while for them to take off? Do you think size T will take very long at all before it just catches fire?
I think it's already taken off. Yeah, the sales have been great so far. It just came out, and so yeah, Dad took about 30 years to get that going, and nowadays things happen really fast. So which is fortunate that we're able to do that, and our with a positive brand, like I said, putting our brands on it, it's working.
So it was you and Korie who had the idea, not Jace?
No. Jace doesn't have many ideas.
We one of the most.
Of course I will.
Hey, one of our cameramen once told Jay, hey, you got the imagination of a stick of butter. They was arguing about a filming, the way to film, and the cameraman was mad at him, because he said, hey, y'all gotta shoot this 2-foot window, And Jay said, hey, do you realize how hard it is to make a duck get in a 2-foot window for you to shoot him? That's for the, hey, you got the imagination of a stick of butter.
So how many flavors of tea is there?
I think there's 3 that I know of, unsweet, sweet, and then the peach flavor.
I think there's half and half too.
Got some more?
Half and half.
Look at that. You'd have to ask the tea people. I just drink it.
You're just an unsweetened guy though, right?
No, yeah, hey, the most often question I get asked is, look, as crazy as you are, that can't just be tea. Okay? It's gotta be some alcohol or something in there. And I said, well, hey, look, it's got a high octane rating. But it is tea.
Next question. In the front.
Jeff, you were kind of known as the guy who got the Duckman DVD series. I mean, you kind of put that together. Has it been a cool experience working with a network and seeing behind-the-scenes work for you on that?
Yeah, I actually thought I knew a lot about, camera work and all that kind of stuff, because I've done it, most of my life. And but these guys, they're on a different level, and I've learned a lot. I've actually shot a little bit at the beginning, but now I'd rather be in front of the camera, I guess, than behind.
The crew works really hard for us. They spend long hours, and I picked up one of their cameras one day. They said it weighs like 35 pounds. I'm like, that's like carrying a 2-year-old on your shoulder all day long. It's really unbelievable. They work really hard, and we have a great crew.
Tierra Newbaum, University of Texas. What made you guys pick Texas Motor Speedway to have the Duck Commander 500 here?
Well, like I said earlier, this has been a great area for us, and if I had to pick one, this is where it would have been. And we were actually in discussions maybe for a year or so before, and trying to talk about what this would look like and would this be possible. And we were able to pull that off, and they've been great. I mean, we've had a good time planning this out. It's a lot of logistics, a lot of things, moving parts here, and but they've been great. So this is the closest big city to us. It's actually closer to New Orleans. So Dallas is where we always went growing up. You jump on I-20 and run over to Dallas. So it's good to be here.
Hey Willie, Mike Caudill with Driven Media. You mentioned a truck earlier. I'm on the auto side, not the motorsports side. Do you own one of those? Do you drive one?
Yeah, I do. I have a Line-X put me one together. That's it's a little bit of the fancier version, I guess, of the truck.
A little over the top.
So someone said it was obnoxious, and but I really like it, and it gets through the mud. But it's so the one for the consumers will be a little bit scaled down from that. Won't have quite as many lights, I guess, and the huge tires. But the whole thing's coated, so it's protected, and it's been great getting out in the mud and rolling around in it.
It's retail? It's a retail truck? Consumers can buy it?
The one, yeah, well, not the one, yeah.
Okay.
I don't think the Willie version, but yeah, there's a retail version.
I know you're sponsoring Clint Boyer's car.
Yeah.
You tell him that he only gets the check if he gets the victory lane to.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe I wrote him a note on the car, so hopefully he reads that. It just says go fast. So now that's we got. Well, since we had Duck Commander already on the race, there's some other businesses that I want to put on there. So Willie's Duck Diners on the hood. That's a little restaurant in West Monroe, and then I've got Buck Commander on the sides, our deer hunting company. Now, to be a really smart, good CEO, what you've got to do is you go tell your wife that you just spent this money. I put her company, Duck and Dress, in her clothing store on the back, and convinced her that everybody's looking at the back. You know, that's really where the focus is at. So yeah, we've got Duck and Dressing on there as well. So
It looks good, we're proud of it.
Next question.
You think if the four of you guys went around the track, who would win?
Me.
He'd be in the wall so fast.
No, hey, I used to be the demolition derby king, son, so hey, you don't want to get on the track with me.
there'd be one guy going the opposite
Put you into the wall,
direction.
or put you in the infield.
So I'd like to support my husband, but I saw him do that lawnmower race, and that was sad. I was over there yelling like, go faster. I'm not voting for you on this one, babe, sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm not a big speed guy. Probably say you, right?
Yeah, I think so fast. I like speed.
Next question. I guess the final question would be, could you give us a little insight into next season, when you start filming Duck Dynasty, and is there anything we should know that could be an exciting moment coming up?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, we've we started. Yeah, we already started filming, so we're about 6 episodes deep. So yeah, the shows are really good, and we kind of went back. There's some stuff we went back in the woods, and some more stuff's getting blown up again, and chasing the beavers again, and yeah, there's some more family stuff, more of the family dynamics too. We put more of the family, dynamics in there with our children, and because people, they relate to that, and who are raising teenagers, and Jeff has little ones, and so we keep putting that out there, and hopefully people keep watching.
I think an owl will be in a little bit more this season.
Yeah, my oldest brother, yeah.
The beardless brother.
The beardless black, white sheep of the family.
You always talk about family. Welcome to our family. We hope we have a good weekend, whether if it works out for us. And thanks for joining us. And I'm sure everyone would like a quick photo of the group of you in front of the Duck Commander 500 logos. Sure. And then we'll get to our next press conference. Thank you.
Thanks.